3,000 jobs are in jeopardy as Stellantis moves production of the Jeep Compass south of the border. The news comes as a major blow to the families of those impacted, to the local economy, and to the province's auto sector. Critics say Premier Doug Ford is failing to keep his election promise to protect Ontario jobs.
We can produce the best vehicles anywhere in the entire world, right here in Ontario.
Despite that, Stellantis will move production of the Jeep Compass from its Brampton Assembly plant to Illinois. The Premier's plan?
So I'm going to keep pushing like they've never seen before.
We do not seem to have a strategy. This government doesn't have an auto sector strategy.
Critics say the Premier should have seen this coming. Stellantis had halted work at the plant in February amid Trump's tariff threats. That same month, the Premier was re-elected on a majority mandate to protect jobs from those threats.
He made a lot of big statements and commitments during the election, and I think a lot of people voted for him to actually save these jobs.
And their response to date has been nothing but lackluster. This should have been on his radar from day one. If he was really serious about protecting jobs and workers, he would have been having conversations with executives at Stellantis.
Ford says he spoke with the company's president on Tuesday, who told him they'll be adding 1,500 new jobs to their Windsor plant, giving the Brampton workers an opportunity to move.
I want to keep the Brampton plant open no matter what. He's given me his word.
The Premier said he wouldn't be giving the company any provincial funding as a result of the decision. He has pledged a $20 million investment to support the displaced workers. Compare that to the $75 million the Premier just committed to a new anti-tariff ad campaign that will begin airing in the U.S. this week.
They could be spending that money on things like capital projects here to get people back to work right now, today.
The Premier says until Prime Minister Carney makes a deal with President Trump, the uncertainty of the tariffs will keep pushing companies away.
I am sick and tired of sitting and rolling over. We need to fight back.
In a statement, Carney said in part they're working with the company to develop measures to protect Stellantis employees and to create new opportunities for them in and around Brampton, adding they expect Stellantis to fulfill the undertakings they have made to the workers of Brampton. And Federal Industry Minister Melanie Joly says that Stellantis is not honoring legally binding commitments it made to maintain a Canadian footprint, including in Brampton. She is considering legal action. For City News, I'm Tina Yazdani.
Anger and outrage from the union representing workers here at the Brampton Assembly plant on Williams Parkway. It was back in February that Stellantis announced it would be temporarily pausing production on the Jeep Compass in response to U.S. tariffs. The union says it was essentially radio silence from that point up until Tuesday night when they learned that production would be moving south.
Definitely shocking news. We got this announcement yesterday at 4:45. Company let us know there's a $13 billion investment to the U.S. With the Jeep Compass going to Illinois. And they told us that that'd be going out to the media at 5 o'clock and then do a robocall to our members after that. Very disrespectful and disgusting behavior by the company.
The plant had begun its electric vehicle retool back in January 2024 as part of work to produce the new electric SUV. Now all of that progress brought to a grinding halt. Beato says the impact extends beyond the plant's walls.
This plant employs 3,000 members, and there's 1,000 members in the parts supplier that feed this plant as well. So that's over 4,000 members. And then you do the spin off to there, it's definitely over 10,000 people affected in this Brampton community.
Including local businesses.
I have a staff of 8 at my place, and I might have to cut that back.
Gino Fuda runs that Italian place, a family-owned eatery across the street that would have typically seen plenty of plant workers come in for a bite.
I had an hour drive in this morning just reflecting on, what to expect, what's going to happen, how am I going to adjust.
What's a punch to the gut,
Brampton's mayor is calling for a coordinated national strategy to tackle the issue, including stronger federal supports for
I've done that job.
I'm really concerned about the Canadian auto sector. Right now, we've got a U.S. president who has said he is going after this sector. He's going after these jobs. And if he's able to be successful in taking 3,000 jobs from Brampton and moving it to Illinois, you're going to see him replicate this across the country.
I spoke to the mayor last night, and we were actually with the Premier yesterday before this news broke out. And, like I said, we need the federal government to step up and make sure we got a zero tariff deal.
In Brampton, Erica Natividad, City News.
The southbound ramp off